Okay, for case 1, the situation you know is normal distributed. Okay, and you the population variance given. Okay, and the sample size any size. Okay, because you only know the normal distributions, and the variance given, and the sample size any size, right? So you don't worry about to do any theorem to do the approximation. You can directly use the normal distribution to find the answer. Okay, so for case 1, I have posted the okay, I have posted the question for question 1. Okay, online you can have a look. Now we go for question 1. Okay, question 1. Each year, a large number of students taking a particular course at college sit an examination over a period of time. Is found that the marks of the student at this college follow a normal distribution with mean 70, standard deviation 6. This year, the examination contains the question on the new topics, and the lecturer believes that the marks are lower on average. Okay, to test this belief, he calculates the mean marks of random sample of 25 students and find it to be 67.3. Okay, so the random sample come out already, and carry out a hypothesis test at a 5% level of significant level to test whether the mean mark in the examination is lower this year. Assume that okay, the marks are normally distributed, okay, with a standard deviation of 6. Okay, so you can see this question is a normal distribution, mean and standard deviation given, and the question asks you to test is it lower or not. Okay, if the question say test lower or not, means what? Okay, so means the question asks you need you to test the lower side. Okay, lower side is a one tail test at the lower tail. Okay, so before you start to do the hypothesis test, it's good that you can set your parameter first. Okay, and the mean of the population is 70, and because you do the sampling, so you need to change this to the sample. Okay, so the parameter, and once you have this, you can set your hypothesis. The hypothesis is very simple. They just want you to test the mean mark, is it lower or not. So you can put mean is 70. Okay, original one. Okay, the original 70. So, but you want to check is it lower or not. Lower means smaller than 70. Right, so this kind of question. Okay, original mean equal, and they say want to test lower means smaller. Okay, so once you have this parameter and the hypothesis, H node, and you have the alternative hypothesis, and now you can start to test. Okay, now you can start to test. Okay, you can direct go for the Z value. Z is equal to the mean that you get from the student is 7G. Okay, minus 70. Okay, over the square root of sorry, okay, over 6 over square root of 25. Okay, so this, if you go and calculate, you should get negative 2.25, right? And for this question, they ask you to test 5% significant level. Okay, 5%. Okay, this one the diagram may not necessarily lah, because if you know already. Okay, 5% lower part. Okay, so here is 0. 5% means you need to look for 0.95, right? So 0.95 you should get 1.645. 1.645 is the positive side. So here will be negative side will be negative 1.645. Okay, don't forget center is 0. Lower part mean negative lah. So negative 2.25 is smaller than negative 1.645. Okay, so what you can say? Is it in the critical region? Is it negative 2.25 is in the critical region? You might ask yourself. Okay, if yes, you will reject H naught. If not, you will accept H naught. It's simple like that. Okay, so now you check this negative 2 point. If you draw the diagram, this one is not necessarily in the exam. Okay, just now we say negative 1.645 is here. So negative 2.25 is inside the black color area also. Okay, so you can say reject H naught because this is in the critical region. Okay, in favor of H1, right? Okay, so this one you write first. This is not according to context. This is general statement. Okay, general statement. Okay, so once you've done this general statement, you should write the final statement according to the context. Okay, the final statement can say you can say at 5% level, significant level. Maybe you can say at 5% significant level. Okay, the claims because the question asks you the claims that the min mark in examination, just copy the sentence from the last paragraph. Okay, is lower this year is supported. Okay, supported. Okay, you can say at 5% level, the claims that the min mark in the examination is lower this year is supported. Okay, is supported, right? So you may have a different conclusion, but must we have the same meaning also. So the simple way will be say the claim is supported. Okay, right? So this is for question 1. Okay, now we move to question 2. Okay, for question 2, okay, question 2, in Europe, the diameter of women's rings have mean 18.5 millimeter. Researchers claim that the women in Jakarta have the smaller fingers. Okay, so these are claims that women in Europe. Okay, and the researchers took a random sample of 20 women in the Jakarta to measure the diameter of their rings. The mean diameter was found to be 18.1. Okay, so this is 1.5 from the sample. Okay, assuming that the diameter of human rings in the Jakarta have a normal distribution with a standard deviation 1.1. Okay, carry out a hypothesis test at 2.5% level. Determine whether the researcher's claim is justified. Alright, so same things. Before you start, set your parameter first. Okay, and the benchmark is 18.5, the benchmark. Okay, and what you get from the, assume they are same standard deviation 1.1, and you have a sample of 20. Okay, this is your parameter. Okay, so now you set your hypothesis. This one, the first one always equal to the benchmark lah. I mean the original that you want to compare to. Okay, and the H1 will be mu. Okay, women in Jakarta have the smaller mean, smaller, right? 10.5. So this is your hypothesis. Okay, so once you have hypothesis, you may start to calculate, do the test. Okay. Okay, once you have the hypothesis and the parameter, now you can find the z value. Z is equal to 18.1 minus 18.5 over 1.1 square root of 20. Okay, so you can calculate the value from here, and this is equal to negative 1.626. Okay, negative 1.626 lower part, right? And the question say ask you to do lower test 2.5%, 2.5% at the lower part. Okay, so if you refer to the table, what value you need to go for fire? 2.5%. So it's 0.975, right? 0.975. If you look for the table, the probability 0.975, you will get the z value is equal to 1.96. 1.96 is at the positive area. So now you want to test at the negative area, symmetrical. So will be negative 1.96. So now you can compare to the z value. Negative 1.626, okay, is larger than negative 1.96. Okay, so now ask yourself, is it in the critical region? Is it in the highlighted region? Negative 1.626. Okay, so once you ask yourself this, for this question, now you can put the statement. Okay, because negative 1.626 is not in the critical region, so means reject H1, right? Okay, in reject H1, okay, in favor of H0. Okay, because not in the critical region, you will reject H1 in favor of H0. Okay, okay, so this is a general statement, still the same. You need to give a final statement that according to the context, okay. So in this situation, you can say as simple as that at 2.5% significant level, the mean diameter of a woman rings in Jakarta is less than in the Europe, is not supported. Okay, right. So you can say the claims that women in Jakarta have the smaller fingers than the woman in Europe is not supported. Okay, it's not supported. Okay, as simple like that. Right. So this is for question 2.